everyone, and welcome to the show today. I'm coming to you from Calabar at the Marina Resort. So my very special guest today is one who proves that, you know what, girls run the world. She's an amazingly talented actress and producer, and I can't believe how much she's done for how old she is. She's so awesome. I have here with me Kemi Lala Akindoju. Hi, Kemi Lala. Or just Lala.
Lala is fine.
Lala is fine. I love that. How did you get the name Lala?
Well, it's a pet name. My mother tells the story better than I, because I think I knew myself as Lala more than Kemi. Something about a teacher in school. I was very sing-songy, and she used to just drag my name. So this is going to be very awkward and funny. But she used to say, Kemis Komolo, something like that. And I don't know, then Kemo Lala came out of that, and somehow it became Lala, and Lala just stuck. Yeah. And I liked it, and it just worked. Awesome. So I just added the exclamation mark.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
So that's like official, like it has to have the exclamation Lala. Yeah. Branding, I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's find out a little bit more about you and your childhood and growing up.
My childhood was very, very, very interesting. I grew up watching a lot of plays, actually. My family is a very close-knit one. I come from a family of 4. There's my parents and my brother and I, my older brother. And we did everything together. So we laughed, we played, we sang. I get a lot of my arty side from my dad. My dad sings. And we would watch films and go to watch plays, and we would go out, like every weekend we had to go out. We did something special every weekend. We had lunch out every Sunday after church. Then my mom and I were the go-getting duo. So my mom always pushed me. So I was in the debating club. I did all these things, reading. And my mom, she said when I was 2 years old in my school, I'd been very expressive. And you know how they do these things where they say kids should come and sing nursery rhymes? And my mom said it was my turn. And I was even causing a scene, and I was raising up my hand and saying, call me. And then I got there, and other children were singing songs like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, something. Oh my God. And I got there, and I started singing, Oluwa Kemi Peperepe. I think they were keeping me. I know, my mom was like, who's the mother of this child? So that was the kind of childhood I had. Education-wise, I attended Fountain School, Surulere, Lagos, then Queen's College, Yaba, Lagos, then the University of Lagos, then the Pan-Atlantic University. But I had a really fun childhood.
Awesome. So do you remember the first play that you saw?
That I saw, I may not remember, but one stands out. I saw The King Must Dance Naked in 1992 at the National Theatre. Auntie Joke Silva played the king. Olu Jacobs was in that play. Professor Ahmed Yerima was in that play. And in that play, the king is a woman who's pretending to be a man. So at the end of the play, the king has to dance naked to prove her gender. And I remember then Auntie Joke, she wore this leotard to dance. So she passed by me and I touched her. I remember it. And I remember when I met her, like in my adult life, that was the first thing I told her. And it was weird because we did that play again in 2012 with her in it and me in it. So it was very historic. So I remember that one very well. I remember The King Must Dance Naked. I remember The Lion and the Jewel, by Wole Soyinka. I saw that at the Unilag Auditorium. I remember Obaseki by Don Pedro. I saw that at the Nigerian Law School as well. Yes, I remember.
Awesome. I love that story with Auntie Joke. It's just kind of coming back full circle.
Exactly.
Like somebody you've admired for so long and getting to be able to work with them that closely. That's pretty awesome.
You still have that smile on your face. Funny man. You said you were coming when you were really going.
So, I want to find out what kind of teenager you were. Kind of teen? Were you a mean girl in school? Were you a bully?
No, I wasn't a bully.
Okay.
But I was half and half. A lot of my teachers loved me because I think I've had this thing about knowing how to just work with people. Okay. So my teachers thought I was best. I always sat at the back. And when it was time to sing and play, I would stand on the table and sing. But I was an ifiko. So I was neat. I always won Miss Neat. In QC, they always gave an award. I was neat. I used to be to awards. I would like to say this one, Miss Hot Legs, yes. And Miss Neat. So I was neat, and then I was always winning awards for conduct and diligence. In fact, people always knew when they just say, oh, this week conduct, they'll just say my name. But no, I wasn't that bright academic. I was okay academically.
Okay.
So yes,
Were you a prefect?
I was a prefect.
What prefect were you?
I was a day duty prefect. In QC, they had these things for when you were a day girl because there were more borders. So day students were assigned special duties. So I was a day duty prefect. So yes, I was that girl who did things right. I was in the debating society. I was in the choir. So I was that girl, but I played though. I played with boys too.
Oh, what kind of playing are we talking about?
What play do
you said it. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean?
After doing stage strictly for 5 years was major for me. I guess it was also major in the industry, and the next morning, I mean, all the headlines had stage actress wins the future. Well, they didn't have my name.
Stage actress.
Just a stage actress, because it was just impossible.
You work really hard and you go after your dreams.
Yes.
Tell us about some of the accomplishments that you've had so far.
In 2010, when I won the Future Awards, I mean that was a public accomplishment. So winning that award in 2010, after doing stage strictly for 5 years, was major. Was major for me. I guess it was also major in the industry, and the next morning, I mean, all the headlines had stage actress wins the Future Awards. They didn't have my name.
Stage actress.
Just a stage actress, because it was just impossible. And I was nominated that year with Omoni, Gideon, Mercy Johnson. And so winning it that year was epic. Being cast in Tunde Kelani's Dazzling Mirage in 2011 was epic.
Yeah.
You've known me for 6 years and you never thought of medical incompatibility until now. And Tade, when is she due to have your baby? You lying, dishonest, two-timing, time-wasting mommy's boy.
So I was going to ask you about your experience working on Dazzling Mirage. Like you had a lead role in that. That's a big deal for you.
TK is a director who knows what he wants, and whilst he's such a father, very patient, he knows what he wants, and he would have it. He was also there were moments I needed time to emote, to externalize certain things, and he gave me that time. He allowed me, made me comfortable, treated me like a queen, like the lead actor. You know how you feel like, oh, this is my first leading role in a feature film. It's okay they yell at me, it's okay if they're not professional, but it was really good. And I must also give a shout out to my senior colleagues on the set, Konya Falayo, Carol King, Bimbo Manuel. They just make the work easier. So I mean, I'm nervous about the film, but I gave it my best. And I know even the Lala of now is much better than the Lala of then. So I mean, we keep growing.
Let us rise up and be thankful. For if we didn't learn a lot, at least we learned a little. And if we learned a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die.
I want to get your thoughts, just as as an actress and as a producer. Why do you think a film festival like AFRIF is so important right now?
It's my 3rd time at AFRIF, and if anything, because of the growth of AFRIF, it shows the growth in African cinema. And people underestimate the power of meeting other people that do your work from other places. So you get to tap into their minds, their experiences, how they run things, and you build networks and collaborations. I like to say that collaborations make dreams come alive faster. So, hey, let us do it. This African thing, we need together. So that's one of the reasons I think it's very important to be at AFRIF.
What can we look forward to? What's coming up next for Lala?
More things. I mean, the Make It Happen Productions is live. Yay! And we've just recovered from The Wives, the play that we did last month. So expect more things from the Make It Happen Productions on stage. And then I am co-producing and casting for a film called Paper Perfect. It's Jadisola Oshiberu's feature film. We're in pre-production, so expect that really soon. Expect things from before the end of the year, and you'll start hearing things about that.
Thank you so much for coming, and we'll look out for all of your amazing projects coming up. All right.
Alrighty.
Okay, guys, that's all the time we have on the show today, but make sure you stick around. All right, I will see you next time. Have a good weekend. Bye.